What's going on, ladies and gents? I'm Nikki LaShawn, and you are watching Hey Nikki, where my channel is dedicated to creatives, freelancers, and entrepreneurs who are looking to either start, build, or take their current brand to the next level. And today's video is so exciting, and I'm really happy to share because I'm so proud of myself. So here are the 4 things that I did that enabled me to save $20,000 in 1 year. And please stay tuned all the way to the end of the video because that is where the biggest money saving tip is going to be, my number 1 tip, okay? You have to really constrict your eating out. I was eating out a lot. As an entrepreneur, you are always on the go. You're always doing something. Your time is usually really limited. So I took a challenge, and I want you all to do the same thing. And I took a couple of my bank statements and I looked at how much money I was spending on fast food. I was spending on average anywhere between $400 and $600 a month just eating out. That was completely ridiculous. So I budgeted, is that even a word? I limited myself to about $200 a month for food, and that made me have to go grocery shopping because there's no way you're going to be able to eat for an entire month on just $200 if you are eating out. And to my surprise, $200 does get you a lot, and it does last me the entire month. So on average, I was saving about $300 a month, which totals $3,600 that I was able to put away into my savings account just for food alone. If you have a cell phone, which we all do, try and get on a family plan, either with friends or with family. My cell phone bill on average would be about between $150 and $170 a month, sometimes more if I went over my data plan. And I got on a family plan with my grandmother and my cousins, and that allowed me to save so much money. I was spending anywhere between $40 to $50 a month for my portion of the phone bill, and I was able to save $1,200 a year just by hopping on a family plan. Okay, tip number 3. This may be kind of hard for some of you to do, but if it's possible, it's definitely a big money saver. My driving record is not perfect, and I was spending about $250 a month on car insurance. So if you can get on your parents' plan or your significant other's car insurance and just pay the difference, that will save you some money there. So that's what I did, and I was able to save about $900 for the year just by getting on a family member's car insurance and just paying the difference between what it was and how much it increased by adding me onto their premium. Okay, and the number 1 tip that I have for you, and this is the big banger right here, how I saved $15,000 in 1 year, is I moved back home with my mom. I gave up my townhome. It was really draining me financially. No matter what I did to save, I realized I just wasn't making the amount of money that I needed to save. So I really just kind of swallowed my pride, talked to my mom, moved back in with my mom, and dumped that drain hole on my bank account of a townhouse, as beautiful as it was. And instead of spending $1,600 a month, I put about $1,300 to $1,500 a month away. And at the end of the year, I was able to save $15,000 just by moving out of my townhome. So I was still putting the money into my savings account as if I was paying rent. The only difference was I was disciplined enough not to spend that money and to actually put it into a savings. So just doing those 4 things, I was allowed to save $20,700 in 1 year. But I do have some other money saving tips for you all. So if you're going out with friends, and this is where we typically spend a lot of money with just shopping and leisure activities, only allow yourself a certain amount of money. So take maybe $50 out or $40 or whatever your limit that you set for yourself, and then leave your debit card at home. You will be surprised how disciplined you are with spending and how much you actually double check price tags and look at menus and see how much things cost and take into consideration how much you're actually spending just in one day alone. So those are my tips for you, and that is how I saved $20,000. And if for those of you who are wondering, I am currently at my mom's house right now, and my studio that I am filming, which is where all the magic happens, which is where I bring you all these good tips, is actually like kind of a little closet. It's really small. So if you want to see how I made my film studio, how I transformed a dark and gloomy, boring little back closet into this beautiful little oasis that you see here, please check out my office tour. It is something everyone needs. If you're a creator, a freelancer, or an entrepreneur, you need a place where you can go and feel relaxed, at peace, and get some work done. Till next time, bye!